Robert, this is a nice little bench I've never paid much attention to, and apparently it's a memorial bench.
Well, this was put here about 10 years ago in memory of the late Moustapha Akkad, who died tragically in 2005.
Terrorist attack.
Terrorist attack in his homeland of Jordan. He and his daughter were at a wedding. The hotel they were in was bombed. He, of course, is a major contributor to the Halloween franchise. Now, as executive producer, he didn't really contribute anything creatively to the first film.
Except for staying out of the way, which is always appreciated by the creators and the filmmakers.
Absolutely.
And I mean that respectfully, of course.
Later on, some of his creative contributions included Busta Rhymes, so I don't know that maybe The Office was the best place for him as far as a Halloween filmmaker. But he did contribute a very important part to Halloween. The money.
$350,000.
That's right. So he came up with the money to make this film, to pay Donald Pleasance, when that was the one thing that went over budget by about $25,000, I believe.
Maybe they made it back over the years.
They did all right. Now, Erwin Yablon's the other executive producer. He contributed significantly creatively to Halloween by coming up with the idea for the movie, the name of the movie, and even suggesting Donald Pleasance when their first two choices for Dr. Loomis turned him down.
Way to go, Erwin.
But Moustapha Akkad, of course, cut that big check and got that film made. And of course, later on, after the wonderful success of Halloween 2 and the unfortunate lack of success of Halloween 3, he was able to buy the rights back from Universal Studios for Halloween. And as he put it, brought Halloween back to the basics. A Halloween 4, very strong sequel, and got the Halloween franchise back on track, brought Michael Myers back. So when we lost him, unfortunately, early, his son, Malik Akkad, wanted some type of memorial to his father in the town where it all started. And so he contacted a friend of mine named Paul Swearingen. Paul was instrumental in the very first Halloween convention with Sean Clark and a guy named Anthony Massey. And when Malik contacted Paul, he said, hey, could you go look around South Pass and find a nice spot to put something for my father? And at that point, Paul, who had lived in South Pass a number of years, had moved back to his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. And so Paul contacted me, and he said, well, could you go take a look and see where a nice spot would be to put this? They're thinking around the library. So I came and took some photos of this particular location. I said, hey, if you put something here, folks could have a seat and be looking right at where Laurie Strode waited to go to her babysitting job, where fans come from all around the world to sit with a pumpkin on the stoop there at the Strode house. Wow.
I talked a little bit about this just shortly before we read. I did not know you had something to do with this. That's pretty cool.
Very small part, but a little tiny, but yes, a little tiny part.
Wow. And you chose well.
Thank you.
Wow. All right. Robert Kerr, everybody. Robert751 on Instagram.
That is not even close.
It's not. What is it?
Robert451.
Wow, I haven't even been drinking. 451 as in Fahrenheit 451, written by
another Illinois guy,
Ray Bradbury.
Yes.
Good friends with Robert, and it was not even close. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess because it feels like it's 7:51, even though it's not even close, if you know what time it actually is. But hey, Robert 451 on Instagram. Robert is actually one of the top pop culture consultants and in this La La Land. Comic books, horror, anything cool. Talk to this guy. Star Wars, hire him.
Please.
Studios.
Please.
But wow, coolness. Man, there's still even more to see we could show you, but maybe a little later, or we shall see. But cool.